Hey there guys, Kyle Okinawa here, doing my third video vlog, and it is 11, actually no, it's 12 midnight right now on my laptop, and just wanting to get a video vlog in there because I can't really sleep, just because of all the excitement, what else? I guess just excitement. People have been asking me if I've been nervous because my trip / departure to Japan is getting closer. August 3rd I leave. It's a Saturday, and every time I see my friends they ask me, are you nervous? Are you excited? And I always say, yeah, I'm excited. Nervous? Maybe the last week I will be. So we'll see. But for now, just I can't wait to go. Anyways, to kill some time, I decided to make another video, and I want to cover vaccinations for Japan and also Southeast Asia. And I know that a lot of Jets, they joined Jet because they want to not only travel Japan, but they want to check out other parts of Asia. Because, you know, if you live in Canada or you live in the US or even if you live in Europe, how many chances do you get to go to Asia and to explore it? Which Jet kind of allows that with the amount of holidays you do get, and the money is pretty competitive, so you have a bit of income to do that. So with that, you want to also consider vaccinations for the diseases that they have in Asia, which they do not have in Europe, or they don't have in Canada, or they don't have in the US. So I'm going to run you through the ones that I got, and also the other ones that you can get. You might want to book an appointment with an actual doctor to get more precise information, because what I'm going is based kind of off the internet and kind of based off of my own research and what I've been told. But some of it does come from an actual doctor, the one who gave me my shots. So take some of it with a grain of salt, but also do your own research. So the first one I got was Japanese encephalitis. Do not let the name fool you, because it is not as big in Japan as the name might entail. It's actually more prevalent in other parts of Asia, so China, Thailand, Taiwan, or I don't even know if Taiwan, but other parts of Asia, because Japan is very developed. And the only instances where you can catch this disease in Japan is if you're getting placed in Hokkaido, or if you're getting placed in Okinawa or the Ryukyu Islands. And the reason is because there is, well, first off, they're the tips of Japan, so they're closer to different parts of Asia. And also there is a lot of, there are a lot of rural areas in those two prefectural zones, or kens. So you might want to look into that. I don't remember exactly what it does, but I think it's a pretty nasty disease. On to the next one, which I have on my list here, malaria. That one is very cheap. So before I go on with this, I should also mention, make sure that you are covered through your insurance provider for these, because they can be expensive. The Japanese encephalitis one cost $265. It kind of varies a little bit, but it's in that range. So make sure you're covered, because that's very expensive for just one vaccine. And that one you get it in 2 shots. So I got one on my first appointment, which was at the beginning of the month, and I am going again on July 31st, just before I leave, a few days before I leave, for my next shot. And the reason it's so expensive is it's because it's a newer, more up-to-date version of the shot, because before it used to be apparently mixed with rat pee or something, and you needed to get it. You need to get 3 shots, and also there was almost a guaranteed reaction with the shot where you got like a little hive at that area. Now it's very very up-to-date. So back on, sorry to cut you guys off, back onto malaria. That one is rather cheap. I think it was only $50 or $60. This is based off Canadian prices. I don't know what the prices are going to be like in the UK or in the US or in Australia. So you might want to make an appointment, and doctors there will kind of quote you on the prices. But that one, at least here, it was cheap. again, you take that yourself. So that one, it was there was an isotope of powder that you mix into water, and then a vial of some type of solution that you mix in with there, and you drink that. I took my first dose on Sunday, so 2 days ago, and then I take my next dose this coming Sunday, and your final dose, which is the Sunday for me, should be within about a week prior to when you depart. And the malaria, I would recommend it again if you're in Hokkaido, if you're in Okinawa, or if you're just in a rural area of Japan. I don't think it's going to be as prevalent in the very developed areas. I don't even think you could catch it there, and I don't even know if you could catch it in Hokkaido. The biggest reason why I got it is because, one, it's not that expensive, and on top of that, I'm placed in Miyako, which, if you do not know, it is on almost the bottom tip of Okinawa, which Okinawa alone is below Kyushu, which is the southernmost big island of Japan. And I'm 200 kilometers away from Taiwan. I don't know whether Taiwan has any type of malaria cases, but I feel like mosquitoes could fly over to my island fairly easily, so I wanted to be vaccinated for that. The next one I got was meningitis, and that one, I'm pretty sure there are different genotypes, correct me if I'm wrong, of the disease, because I think I was already vaccinated for it here in Canada when I was in high school, but there are different strains of it. So make sure you are vaccinated for the strains that you could catch in Asia, which I got. Again, that one is a more expensive one. I think it's in the $100 range. And I can't tell you much about it other than that it attacks your, I think your circulatory system and your brain. So it's a mean one, and Japanese encephalitis also does that. Yeah, but I can't tell you much more about it because I am not a doctor. The next one is hepatitis A. That one, once again, I think there are different genotypes. So if my friend Tyler, who also has a blog that I'm following, so follow him if you want more, a wider picture of the JET program. He was telling me that he had the Twinrex vaccination, which I was like, oh, so you don't need the hepatitis A shot. But I think that's wrong, because there are, again, different strains of hepatitis, and the ones that you catch in Asia are different than the ones you can catch in Canada. So you might want to do a bit of research on that. I got it just to be safe, and I think it was $100 and something. You get that in 2 waves, so I got one at my appointment at the beginning of July, and I think I get one a year later, so if I'm going to be in Japan, so I'll probably just get it there. And then what is the other one I got? Right, I have it here. I got typhoid fever. Now, I'm just reading it off my laptop, so excuse me if I'm ignoring the camera. So for typhoid fever, again, you can get all this info on the internet, but it is more prevalent in an area that is not that clean, which some parts of Southeast Asia, I've heard, and I could believe, are not that clean. So if you are traveling to, and not to point fingers, because these places might not really even have it, but Thailand, Vietnam, I don't know, Malaysia, like parts of Asia that aren't as developed, you might want to look into it. I don't think it was a very expensive one either, but I could be wrong on that. And then the other one that I didn't get, that I was told is optional, and again, the doctor I went to recommends all of them because he wants you to be safe, but it's expensive, and my insurance doesn't cover it 100%, it covers it 80%, and even without getting rabies, which I opted out of, it cost me about $1,200. So only 80% of that, which is maybe $850, $900 worth of that, is covered by my insurance. And I'm still kind of trying to tweak that out. So yeah, make sure your insurance covers it. Where was I going with this? I lost my train of thought. I was going to say, make sure you want this vaccine. So the reason I opted out of rabies is that it doesn't actually immunize you from the disease. It just makes it so that if you get bitten by an animal with rabies, you don't have to worry about going to the hospital right away. So let's give you an example. If you get bitten by a dog, you are going to have to, not in Japan, but if you're, let's say in China or Vietnam, get bitten by a dog, you have to rush to a medical facility right away. But if you have this vaccine, you don't have to rush. So if you're out in a remote area, which is really for those kinds of people that are going to travel into the middle of nowhere, if you like those things, I kind of do. I probably won't do that in places like Vietnam though. So for those people, you need to get a shot within a few days, or maybe within the day of getting bit, rather than within a few minutes or hours. And then on top of that, if you have the vaccine, you only need 2 shots, which sounds like a lot, but apparently if you don't have the vaccine, you need to get 4 or 5 waves of shots all within a month. So let's say you're traveling through Southeast Asia, you're probably just going to want to fly back to Japan, and you're going to have to make stop after stop at your local hospital or your doctor to get these shots, and you can't miss them, because if you fail to get these in the exact order, the expulsion, I don't know what the word is, the cure for the rabies, it won't work, and you'll have to do the whole process over again. At least that's what I read. So it's a real pain in the, I don't want to swear in my videos just because I know it's on the internet. And I don't know if my students in the future will come back and look at these, so I want to remain a bit professional. So yeah, those are all the vaccines that at least I am aware of. There might be more that I'm missing. If I am, I'm gonna bet that they're not as important, even if your doctors might say so. Because I went to this guy, I'm not gonna name the doctor, just for confidentiality reasons, but he is a doctor on infectious diseases and tropical medicines and internal medicine. But yeah, he specializes in this stuff. And when I went there, he had this big book with all these different diseases that you can catch in on different continents, Africa, South America. So he knew his stuff, and he knew right away what I needed and what I kind of needed and what I could go with, like rabies, but didn't really need, and then what I didn't need at all. So he was good. So if you can find a doctor in your city, your town, your area that specializes in this stuff, they're the best guys to go to. I found out through, kind of ran around to find out about them, but I'm assuming if you go to a travel agent, they will probably tell you about what doctors in the area will offer these kind of services. And what's nice about him, I don't know in your case is what it might be, but he was able to give me the vaccine on the spot. So a lot of these guys, apparently you have to go for a consultation, and then you have to come back another day to get your shots because they don't have them on site. They have to order them. He had them on site because that's his business, which was really nice. But I do have to go back because he didn't want to give me all the shots in one dose. And I also can't, I think for the Japanese encephalitis, I couldn't get them both, you have to get 2 waves of it, and I couldn't get them both on the same day, so obviously I had to go back to see him, and I believe that's it. Once I go see him, I'm done. I don't know what else to say in this video. I guess that's it. tell me if you guys have any suggestions. So far, nothing. I'm just kind of posting these and seeing what my friends and family are thinking. I'm getting a bit more used to staring at a camera right into the lens and talking. It's really weird, which is why I look away from the camera a lot. It feels like a set of eyes on me, you know? But I'm getting more used to it. So give me ideas, people, and I hope you like these videos. I'm seeing a few views here and there, which is good. And until next time, which will probably be in about a week from now, just before I leave, that will probably be it. Might have a few blogs up. And if you have any questions about any of my videos, any of the things I talk about, feel free to shoot me a message on, I don't even know if you could send them on YouTube, but if you can, or leave a comment, or message me on Tumblr, and I'll try and get back to you. That's it. Kyle Okinawa, I'm out.